Hey everyone, I'm Steve. Welcome back to Kettle Haven Ranch. Today we're going to do something completely different, out of the norm. We're just going to play with the sheep. Man, I tell you, El Nino has us hard. We have hardly any snow on the ground, and it is way above freezing, pushing almost 40 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And this is January 3rd. Unbelievable. In past videos that I've done down here with the tractor plowing, we've been in 2 and 3 feet of snow. That's the norm. Yeah, right now we have hardly anything, but we have a lot of green grass, and we do have some alfalfa still poking up here and there. It hasn't been whittled down by the deer. The plan in this video is I'm going to turn the camera around so we're not looking at the river. We'll be looking across our pasture here, one of our lower pastures that has alfalfa, and I'm going to run up to the winter pens, and we're going to let out about 10 or so head of sheep and let them come down. I'll have Foxy push them down wherever she is. Foxy, come! Foxy, come! She's busy down by the river, but we'll get her up here. And this is a real informal, impromptu video. Let's see how much fun we can have and see how the sheep react to actually getting green forage in the middle of winter, which has never happened before. Sit down. Oh, she's still going to bring them over to us. Well, as predicted, they like it out here right now. Took a little bit to bring them down because we had an alfalfa stack in between. And of course they're going to go for the already packaged and cut alfalfa. There we go. Foxy, sit! Sit! Say! Good girl. So this is Vinny, the big guy in front, the big Dorper, purebred, and his mob of ewes, including Chunky on the far left of your screen. Of course, can't make them stay in the screen. Let's have Foxy bring him back over in the scene. Foxy, away to me. Away to me, good girl. Away, away. No, away, good girl. Easy, easy. Foxy, sit. Sit down, stay. And she brought him right up to me, true to form, good girl. So we're out here. Donnie's supposed to be with us, but he got lazy, and he's laying out here in the weeds somewhere. We got a lot of predator problem right now. We lost a lamb. I'll put the picture up on the screen right before I put him down. His hindquarters were chewed apart, typical of a wolf attack. And by the size of the bite marks, that's probably what it was. The dogs were entertained elsewhere and missed it. I was actually about 50 yards from where I was standing at the time, right out in this field. That's how bad the predators are in the area. And it's probably not on screen yet, but I see Donnie's walking his way down the field at the moment. So these, this mob, a mob is more than 5 sheep. The mob that we have here is all the breeding set up for Vinny. You can see Vinny is on the left right now with the gigantic huevos. And these are his girls. We have another mob that is still back up. We can't let them out together. That mob, that is Tank's group. And maybe we'll get him out tomorrow. But I'm really excited that even though we have El Nino going on and we have a lot of predators right now. See, this time of year, the cattle ranchers don't have their cattle out on range. and they bring the cattle in by their leases, and they're in until end of springtime and out of the high country. Well, unfortunately, and as sick as it sounds, the wolves need to eat, and when all of a sudden all the easy cattle are gone, then they start pushing on the deer, the moose, and the elk. And New Year's Day. I'll put this picture up on the screen right now. This is me in my bathrobe on the little tractor trying to coerce 30 or so elk out of the property, off the property, without going through fences. That's the problem with elk, especially when they get upset or startled. If they start to stampede, nothing holds them in. They'll go through just about anything, unless you have tall, special fences for elk. So peaceful, huh? Except for the gold mine right behind us across the river, and the truck's going in there. This is, well, here, let's do some more work. Foxy, come by. No, no, come by. Foxy's a little out of work. She hasn't been working the sheep for the last a couple months. Easy, sit. Foxy, sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Good girl. For a 2-year-old, that's pretty good. So she's pushed them out into the field a little further. Somewhere out there, Donnie is coming through the brush. But this is a good change in diet. Foxy, sit. Stay. Good change in diet for the animals off of the hay that they've been eating, the dried hay. They actually came off of this field. It doesn't look like alfalfa, but all the alfalfa roots are there beneath the grass. That gets eaten down, obviously, by the sheep at the very early part of the fall. We raised the sheep down here extensively. So we have the sheep, the elk, the deer, all eat off of this field here. And they're getting down. I don't want them to go down to the river. So Foxy, come. No, come here. Foxy, come to me. Foxy, come to me. Okay, good girl. Now Foxy, away to me. No. Fox. Well, actually, yeah, come by. Come by's better. Good girl. She's smarter than I am. You can hear the eagle, the bald eagle, flying above us right now, making some noise. Good girl, Fox. Sit. Foxy, sit. Foxy, sit down. Good girl. That is a hard task for a border collie. Really hard. So let's get her to bring him back up to us. Foxy, come by. Come by. Come by. Come by. I hope we're not going off camera here, but we'll be right back. Good girl. Easy. Come by. You missed one. Foxy, stop. Sit. Oh, you're going for him. Go for him. Bring him down. Good girl. Like I said, she's smarter than I am. Foxy, sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Let the sheep settle back down. So we got a new puppy, border collie puppy, that's going to start training here probably this time next year. We'll really get into it. Well, not if we have 3 feet of snow. But I'll be introducing her in a new video coming up. Well, looks like they're heading back towards the barn. Let's bring them back in. Foxy, away to me. Away to me. Away to me is anti-clockwise. Away to me. Away means they go counterclockwise. And then come by is clockwise. And she went past Vinny. Good girl, Fox. Work him over. He'll follow. Good girl. Sit. Foxy, sit. Fox, sit down. Good girl. Good girl. And everyone's back. Of course, Vinny's gonna charge on over. What's wrong, Vinny? No, sit down. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. I mean, hey, let's face it. If you're mobility challenged like I am with multiple sclerosis, obviously the sheep are right here and that's where I want them. And that's because of the dog. And sure nothing I did other than scream a lot. And putting them away is even easier. Foxy is rarely allowed in the feed pens, in the winter pens. Sit down, good girl. And so that's their safe spot. If we start moving them up back towards the house in the feed area, they'll go right in, and then she just sits down at the gate, make sure they don't come back out. Okay, changing format. The GoPro batteries died on me and it started raining harder. So I seek shelter under the canopy of the little tractor. And I found Donnie. He was over here by the outhouse going after field mice or something. But he's important for protection out here. Anyway, if you like our video, once again, like, subscribe, share with a friend if you want to. Stay tuned for more exciting videos. And look at that. Foxy is still in place. Good girl. Hey, thanks for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy.